I got one of the sour cream waffles. That was the best thing we had, you guys.
Sour cream. That was a sour dream.
Morgan.
And I'm Jake, and we're Neverland Navigation Co. And Morgan, where are we today?
We are at TOPOLINO'S Terrace.
This is one of the most popular character breakfasts in all of Walt Disney World, and it's got some acclaim behind it. People seem to love it.
Absolutely.
So we're going to try it out and let you know what we think.
Yeah, it's at the top floor of the Riviera Resort.
And we can't wait to eat. All right. The food. And Morgan, what'd you think?
I loved it.
Hey, guess what? It's worth the hype, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pleasantly surprised. With the price as high as the prices here at TOPOLINO'S, I was a little worried.
Hey, this is like 50 bucks.
Yeah.
So like we were kind of, we were hoping for a big payoff for that price point.
Yeah.
I think we got it though.
I think so too.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert, the value is really good.
Let's break it down. This is an Italian themed spot. We came here for the character breakfast.
Right.
This is at the top floor of Disney's Riviera Resort, one of their newer resorts, which is also beautiful.
Beautiful.
The grounds
and
here
that's
are
where we're at right now.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, this is the newest resort right now.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
This is the new baby. And you get to meet artist Mickey, who's a painter. And
Poet Minnie. Ballerina Daisy.
Yeah. And sculptor Donald.
Who's a little sassy.
He had some dance moves. Yeah.
And they come around and they greet everybody, which is great because they took some time off of doing that because of COVID, but now they're all back.
Yeah.
And they do dances, like they will announce that they are doing
They go all around the restaurant, they meet everybody, do a little dance. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
As you sit down, you are greeted with your server, and then you get a little tray that has a basket of...
It's like a pink bucket with pastries in it.
Yeah, it's got croissants and muffins.
Yeah, there was an apple crumb muffin.
Oh, and it comes with 3 sauces. Well, it comes with a butter... a strawberry puree thing.
Compote, right?
And
chocolate hazelnut.
Like a Nutella moment.
Yeah.
And oh my gosh, that was a great start.
Yeah, and that cute painter's like knife that looked like a oh my gosh, it was very cute. Very
like
cute.
A putty knife kind of thing.
Yeah, it really set the mood for the meal.
And then we tried a bunch of the different entrees to kind of get a feel for what the overall cuisine was like.
And you get a drink with your food.
Oh right,
here.
yeah,
that's included.
Yeah, those muffin, the starter tray, and your drink is included with that.
Right.
That 40, what is it, 46?
It was 42, I think.
Yeah,
42 or 43.
Yeah, $42.
And then tax and tip.
Right, price tag. So we got...
That's for adults.
They have the Pog juice here.
Right, so that's passion fruit, orange, and
guava. And it is so good.
If you've never tried that,
they've got it around.
Must try.
Polynesian.
It's at all of the breakfasts, I think, buffet
Ohana.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really good. And then they've also got coffee and soft drinks. And we got a bunch of different entrees for breakfast as well.
And we tried some sides so that we could get a little taste of almost everything.
Yeah, we tried, the thing that I ordered for myself was the frittata. The frittata itself was really delicious. It had Gruyere in it, and it was really nice and light, but it was really flavorful. And I sometimes feel like sometimes the frittata is too dry or crumbly for me, but I feel like the consistency of this one was perfect. It was served with potatoes that were really well seasoned and perfectly cooked.
They were perfect, yeah.
I love those potatoes. It also came with some greens with a vinaigrette dressing on it.
Yes.
The greens are a little bitter for me. I really didn't. I kind of picked at them, ate them with a potato.
Not big with a salad for breakfast, but you know, if you're trying to be healthy, it's good.
Yeah, but I also got a side of, they have fresh fruit as a side, and oh my gosh, the fruit was like
we just had to ask for that.
Yeah.
Like you can, because it's kind of like all you can eat, but not really.
Yeah.
You can't get like multiple entrees anymore.
You pick a main entree and then you can get sides.
Yeah, so you got a side of fruit.
I got my side of fruit, and I was so glad I did because the fruit was fresh and delicious.
Yeah.
What did you order for you?
For me, I ordered the bread pudding.
Oh, yeah.
And, you know, I feel like the menu description was confusing on this because it says bread pudding and then it listed the potatoes.
Right.
And, it made it sound like it might have been a savory bread pudding, but it was not.
Right.
It was a sweet bread pudding.
If I could knock this restaurant for anything, it would be that the menu
is confusing.
Is a little confusing in terms of like, you can't tell if what they're listing are ingredients of the main item of the dish or if they're sides.
You're right.
In this case, it turned out that your bread pudding was a sweet bread pudding, but the sides were like all savory, and it seemed like maybe the bread pudding would be savory.
Yes, it was confusing.
It was a bait and switch.
Yeah, and the bread pudding was actually my least favorite thing of all the things we got.
Yeah.
We're here with 4 people, so we got 4 different entrees, and then we got 3 different sides, which were like small portions of different entrees. So like you got the fruit. I got one of the sour cream waffles. That was the best thing we had, you guys.
Sour cream, that was a sour dream.
Oh my gosh,
so good.
It was like mind-blowingly good for a waffle.
And at first I thought, okay, so the sour cream waffle comes out with a big scoop of something white on top. I was like, surely that is not a scoop of sour cream on top of this waffle.
It was whipped cream.
It wasn't. It was whipped. The sour cream inside the waffle. Describe this waffle.
So I mean, it's hard to describe. It was very, very good and very different.
No words.
Yeah, the maple syrup had a bit of an orange flavor to it.
Weird, but so good.
So good. It was seriously the best waffle I've ever had.
Yeah, the waffle itself was really pillowy, but it was crisp on the outside, but it also had like the actual flavor of it, the sour cream of the batter gave it this really layered, really good flavor, and pairing the little tartness of the sour cream with the sweetness of the cream on top, it was like beautiful.
And the waffle was gluten-free, which it worries me a little bit when I see gluten-free on the menu since I don't need gluten-free, but I am thrilled for people, like my sister-in-law has to have gluten-free.
Yeah.
I will totally recommend this to her because it tasted so amazing. They nailed it.
I ate it before Morgan told me it was gluten-free, and I never would have known. It was delicious.
Yeah.
And that was your side, right?
That was my side, but then I wound up telling her, hey, this is the best thing ever. Can I have another one? And she brought me another one.
And your bread pudding also came with potatoes and bacon.
Yes.
And then we also tried the avocado toast.
Yeah.
That they have there.
That was delicious.
And that was actually really good. It was a lot of the fresh avocado.
Yes, they did not skip.
On top, and it was a poached egg?
Yeah.
Yeah, and the combination of the flavors, it went together really well.
Yeah. I was really impressed with that. There was also arugula on that, but I think it went nicely.
Our old friend arugula coming back to haunt us, baby.
Yeah. And then the steak.
Oh, and the steak. Hey, for $42, you might think I'm going to get the steak, and you should. It's good.
It was good. It had a lot of flavor.
The steak was like kind of buttery and it was a really smooth bite.
And it had a lot of flavor. They
really
did well with the seasonings.
Cooked. Yeah. And it was served on a bed of
polenta, I think.
Polenta, yeah.
Yeah, it was good.
And then it came with something now.
We got a side of the smoked salmon.
Yeah, what'd you think of the smoked salmon?
It was fine.
It was just fine.
I've had better smoked salmon, but...
Do yourself a favor, get that waffle.
Get the waffle.
Let me tell you right now, salmon, forget about it.
The steak would be a recommend, the waffle, and then the frittata, I would say also was very good.
And if you're looking for something light, the fruit, the fresh fruit, really nice. I know that that's not like a prepared food, but seriously, when I order a side of fruit at a restaurant, I kind of assume it's going to be supermarket whatever kind of vibe, but this was really nice, fresh, well put together, balanced fruits.
Yeah.
Little side that I really... Let's talk about quality of the food overall. All right, out of 5 waffles.
Out of 5 waffles.
Food quality.
Food quality 5.
5? I would go down to a 4.5. Only because there were a couple of things like the smoked salmon and the bread pudding that weren't home runs for me. So it doesn't get a perfect score for me, but the food quality was good.
Yeah, well, I will say that this has probably been my favorite of all of the places that we've tried.
Yeah, as far as breakfast goes, for sure. For sure, definitely a winner there.
Yeah.
Yeah. How about for ambiance? How many?
5
waffles. 5 waffles. I would also say 5 waffles.
It's very beautiful.
Here's the key to the ambiance here is the views.
Yeah.
You've got big windows here, and we're at the top floor of the Riviera. Here are some of the things that you can see. Tower of Terror,
yeah.
Expedition Everest, the Swan and Dolphin. You can kind of get a 360
I bet you
view
can
of
see
a lot.
Spaceship Earth.
Yeah, a lot of the stuff here at Walt Disney World.
Yeah.
And you get a beautiful view of the Skyliner. Like, I think that enhances the ambiance so much.
Yeah, it is really pretty.
They got freaking glass pasta hanging from the ceiling. What do you want?
Beautiful.
It was great. It was great. All right, so let's talk about convenience, location. How many waffles?
Convenience?
Yeah, like
well,
location.
It is on the Skyliner loop.
Yeah.
And we were able to park, but even if you weren't driving, taking the Skyliner would be easy.
Location's pretty good.
Yeah, I would say a 4.5. I mean, it's not in a park, but it's very convenient. It's not like one of the hotels where you would need to drive or take a bus.
Right. It is. It's a good location, and honestly, I think for the experience, the location is like perfect. Like it's a nice rooftop.
So what do you give it?
They've got this nice terrace outside. I would agree. 4.5.
4.5.
And then let's talk about the value. Out of waffles,
that one for sure is a 5 for me.
Honestly, a 5. I would say most.
Which is crazy because it wasn't cheap.
Most Disney food is a little overpriced. I would say this sometimes a lot overpriced.
Oh, sometimes way overpriced.
See previous videos. Chef's de France. But for this, I would actually say that I would do this again anytime because the quality of the food was worth my $42.
Plus the quality of the food, plus like the entertainment value of having the characters.
Yeah,
and stuff like that.
And the views.
In brand new outfits. Like these aren't outfits you've seen somewhere else.
Should we talk about the outfits?
Yeah.
Mickey's got on like a painter's apron and he's got like his brushes and he's all covered in paint. And when he comes around, he's like pretending he's painting. It's so good.
Yeah.
Minnie's got on, she's a poet.
She's a poet, and she's got on a dress that's got like writing on it.
You know Minnie, she's always in the latest fashions.
Yeah.
The beret is a big thing. Donald's got a beret. He's a sculptor, so he's got kind of the leather apron on. He's got his sculpting tools. Yeah. And then Daisy, she's a ballerina, so she's got her ballet slippers on. She's got her tutu. She looks
leg
great.
warmers.
She's showing off her dance moves. She did
some dance moves for us. And very cute.
That was so fun. Honestly, Topolino's.
Our service was amazing too.
Oh,
I mean, I know that's not the same for everybody all the time, but our server was
We can only speak to our experience, and our experience with service was great. Yeah. Very attentive. Definitely knew what to do for a satisfying meal.
And the manager came by to talk to us. So
yeah.
that was nice.
It was a very personable, good experience.
Mm-hmm.
I had high expectations for Topolino's. This is an often talked about restaurant here at Walt Disney World.
It's hard to get reservations here.
And sometimes I make the mistake of letting that build up in my mind, and I'm like, oh no, what if it's not good? We've done that a lot.
Yeah, we're not gonna tell you something's amazing if it's not, as you probably have seen in our other restaurant reviews, but this one really, it's like,
nice to actually get a home run.
Yeah.
And this one, I feel like this is like
it's nice to walk away after spending as much money as we did and not feel like
not an ounce of regret.
Yeah, no regret at all.
I'm a few ounces heavier, but not an ounce of regret.
Yeah.
Really, really good.
Need a nap, but
oh man. And all of the characters know it because when they come by, they're like, oh, the food was good. Oh, you ready for a nap?
Yeah.
And I'm like, yes, absolutely. How did you know? I can tell you've been here before.
Right.
So for Topolino's, I honestly would say that if I had to recommend one character breakfast to anyone coming to Walt Disney World, I'm going to have to go out on a limb and say, so far, haven't tried everything. So far, this is the one I would send people to.
This is definitely my #1 recommend for breakfast.
For your Epcot or Hollywood Studios day, so you can be on the Skyliner, start that day with this breakfast at Topolino's.
Yeah, I would recommend that
That's
as well.
the ticket
if you
right
get a
there.
Reservation.
Hey guys, Morgan and I, not morning people.
Yeah.
Not people who wake up at the crack of dawn, smell the flowers, work out, take a walk. Nuh-uh, I'm sleeping.
Yeah.
I woke up. When did you wake up?
6.
6 o'clock.
Yeah, it was still dark out.
We did that for you.
We did that for you.
But also we did that for us. And we did that for Topolino's.
And we said it was worth it, which is nuts.
We could go on and on. Overall, Topolino's, home run. You got to see it, right?
Home run.
You got to do it. But if you want to see some of the other reviews for all of the different restaurants that we've tried at Walt Disney World, and we're trying new ones all the time, then what do they got to do?
Got to subscribe.
Do it. You also got to like this video.
Uh-huh.
And you got to comment below, and you got to tell us, have you ever tried this? What's your favorite character meal? Yeah. There's a lot of different character stuff going on around Walt Disney World, but we want to know what your favorite is.
Absolutely. Yeah, we like talking to you. We also are, you can find us in a bunch of different places. We have a podcast now, you guys.
Whoa.
It's like my favorite thing to do is sit around and talk.
Right now you're watching us talk for like 15 minutes, but you could be listening to us talk for 2 hours. Well, for an hour anyway.
An hour each.
Yeah. You should absolutely check it out. It's called Neverland Navigation Radio, and you can check it out on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and we're adding it to more as we speak.
Yeah?
Yeah. And you can also follow us online at Neverland Navco. You can find us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And visit us online at neverlandnavigation.co, because that's where we post all of Morgan's awesome vlogs that she does for each and every vlog that we film. Morgan also does a write-up of our experience. Yeah. And they're super fun, and they've got a cool perspective on them, so you should absolutely give them a visit.
On that website, you can find links to everything. So.
And if you like the shirt that I'm wearing, it was designed...
or the shirt I'm wearing.
Yeah, they were designed by one Morgan, and you can find them online at her Etsy store, which is...
Neverland Navigation Co.
Check them out. They're so soft. I could not be wearing an uncomfortable shirt after the amount of food I just ate, so I'm grateful that I'm wearing one of Morgan's.
Yeah,
thank you guys so much for watching, and we can't wait to see you guys in the next one.
Yep. Hi, I'm Morgan.
I'm sorry, I cannot see. Out of 5 spaghetti noodles.
No, you can't do spaghetti noodles to them. You won't be able to see them on there.
Oh, rigatoni. It doesn't have to be possible.
Do a waffle.